and I don't want to talk bad about no young children's, okay? Because I kind of dislike when older people put down the younger generation. Uh, Sometimes the older people exaggerates, and sometimes they on target. Um, the little things like you guys with the tight shirt on, the shorts on, and all that kind of stuff. My friends might get upset with me, but guess what? We was the one that started that. Our generation is the one that started that. It was a show out called The Deuce of Hazard, and there was a lady on there named Daisy, and she used to wear the little shorts. And we came out with our little Daisy Dukes on, and then from the Daisy Dukes, we wore our little short mini skirts. From the mini skirts, we did a dance called the butterfly. And then later on, we said, that's old. Let me see your tissue roll. So, I mean, and then here you guys come along and y'all take it one step further. Now we saying, hold up, wait a minute, y'all doing a little too much, But I think with every generation, if that generation, the great head of that generation we can take a moment to learn from each other and to understand each other and to grow from each other and to teach each other in a moment to help them, teach them by asking a question. I love to teach by asking a question and say, hey, why do you like doing that? How do that make you feel? And you kind of like get an understanding of that person's mindset. You kind of get an understanding of that person's personality when you can ask a question instead of just hammering away. But back to you, those guys in those days, they had respect for the elders. I'm talking your generation. They had respect for the elders. We could tell them guys, get out of my yard. Don't walk, don't be the pathway through my yard. And they'll get on the sidewalk and walk around. They had respect for girls. They start, if they would see another man, a young guy hitting on a girl, they say, hey man, you ain't got to do all that.
Yeah.
I don't know where we are now and how we got here, but it's a different situation. But I can understand why you say that you somewhat felt protected when you was around that. But yeah. I'm glad all of that changed. I'm glad you see everything. If you can look at it from a positive perspective, everything has substance if you really take time to look at it from that direction, because you have established a lot of friendships with people from all walks of life. And that's beneficial when you can go into the corporate market and have a seat. And also you can go into the hood and have respect. So I think all of that is have its benefits. That's not the road I travel.
Exactly.
But it was beneficial to what you're doing in life, when you got people that's well known, that's reaching out to you. That's a good thing,
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. And, having those experiences and being around certain people that it has come full circle, because like now, right, especially with what I'm doing now, I still, even though I'm not in,
living that life, they still able to reach out to you.
Exactly. So I still have I still get things to come across my desk, so to speak. And so they kind of,
you can use those very same guys to make a difference in some of our younger generation, because everyone is teachable. And most of the time, instead of us beating up on our younger children's, if somebody will reach out and put their arms around that young man or that young woman and let that young man or that young woman know that, hey, we care about you, and nurture, that sort of thing. I think all of that will make a difference